Hey everybody, this is here for the Instagram followers. I'm Willow.
I'm Maritza.
And shit has gone down, and I think that's an understatement.
This week, I'm out of words. That's the least you can say, I guess, because literally, Bachelor Nation is wheezing. Bachelor Nation is right now compulsing. It's yeah.
I think we can just start with saying basically, Bachelor news has made mainstream media, I think, at least twice, if not three times in the last week. It's been crazy. And it's, I don't even know. What do you want to start with, Colton?
Colton, yeah. I mean, he left in a bombshell interview with God. What was her name? It was in Good Morning America, right?
Yeah, I think he went on Good Morning America, and he came out as gay.
Yeah, which was I was just like, oh, I saw the interview and he was like talking about how like he was raised in like a super like Christian church and stuff, and like he was always thought like it was bad, and that he even said that when he became the Bachelor, he was like, oh my God, now I know I'm straight. Like
Yeah, almost like he was doing it to convince himself. And I don't know, it's really interesting. He was also brought up in the really toxic masculinity culture of like American football. And I think that really probably put a damper on him like discovering himself.
yeah. And that basically like this past year that he finally was kind of able to like express himself and like find himself and like realize like, wow, this is who I am. So we
Yeah.
appreciate that. We love that he finally like can embrace his true colors and stuff. But then we go to Cassie.
Cassie, I mean, I don't think she has explicitly spoken out herself on the matter since. I think what happened was a friend like spoke to People magazine and like Us magazine and basically told them that she's just really shocked and like just it came out of nowhere and she's really just processing. But I think what they were really pushing the idea of too was like he's still a predator. We can't excuse that just because he
Exactly.
came out as gay.
Exactly. Like, I mean, like I said, like it's great, but like it does not excuse your actions at all. And like I heard, like they're thinking of making like he's thinking of making a memoir, and then other people think saying that he's maybe gonna be like a Netflix show or Netflix movie, and it's just like making this man popular, making this like promoting this man, this predator, like
And he's already had some really controversial stuff in his history past as well that didn't even pertain to Cassie. I remember right after he came off The Bachelor, he was doing all this fundraising stuff for kids who were getting surgeries. I think it was for cleft lip, but I'm not 100% sure on which surgery it was. And it was just something that's really, really expensive. And he was working on raising a lot of money for them. But part of what that money was being spent on was his travel costs to travel to visit personally in person everybody that they were doing the surgeries for, which averaged like $1,200 flights all the time and like hotel and food. And so like he's already had a lot of controversy because people were like, so we've been donating a lot of money for you to essentially travel. Like, why are you meeting? You're just a bachelor. You're not even like a celebrity. And like, you think that you're just as good as like Scarlett Johansson to meet the kids in the hospital?
yeah, like you're not Spider-Man out here. Like who do you
Yeah, you're not Tom Holland.
who you are?
Yes, you're just some guy who was a football player, not good, and then like went on The Bachelor.
Couldn't even get a woman on The Bachelor. That's how much of a nobody you are.
Well, I mean, he jumped a fence for one, but she didn't want him. Like the whole time, she did not seem interested in him, and that was like the only one he was into.
Exactly. I mean, all the other women throughout this whole like past few. I mean, when did he announce? Was it yesterday he announced it? I think. So like,
I think it was yesterday morning, or was it
yeah,
this morning?
one of those two. All I know is the past few hours that the
Yesterday.
his season were like I guess they were showing their support and stuff, like saying like, hey, like glad you're able to open up and like find yourself and stuff, which I was like, I wonder like all the other women like how they feel thinking like if like he was ever like really into them at all.
Well, I know I sent you this. I just I don't know if I should bring this up. I just saw this on Instagram today. It was some like gay psychic went and talked to Colton before he went on the show, you guys. And he's talking about how like Colton's like might be the first gay bachelor or something like that, because he's like, I don't know, man. And he was alluding to the fact that he knew Colton was gay. And this was like back before he went on the show. I
But
just
I'm
wanted to bring that up.
low key, I'm already shipping Billy and Colton. I'm just no, if he's not cuffed yet, maybe. Actually, never mind. Colton's a predator. Billy deserves better. Never mind.
Does deserve better. Okay, that was, oh wait, hold on. That psychic was on his season of The Bachelor. Like
Yeah.
came on and talked to him on the season and literally basically called him out on the show for being gay. And I'm like, oh.
I feel like it's just the fact that he already knew, like
I saw Colton say somewhere that he knew as early as 6 that he was different. And I feel so sad for him for suppressing that for so long. But like, I'm just like feel devastated for Colton that he has had to go on the show and he let all those women down. And now people are going to constantly think of him in that light of like almost maybe even accusing him of doing it for like clout and for the spotlight and the followers and the fame, especially with how manipulative he was leading up to going on the show. On his season of Bachelor in Paradise that he got like elected for Bachelor from, he was like conniving with the producers the entire time and was literally like, apparently it's come out since from like Tia, because he was like seeing her at the time a little bit, that like his plan was to be Bachelor and he was doing whatever he could behind the scenes to ensure that.
I did not know that.
Yeah, this is like old tea.
Oh my God. I mean, now it's just not giving him a good look even more. But
It
like,
kind of makes him seem here for the wrong reasons.
yeah, I mean,
Here for the Instagram followers.
there you go. I mean, with a failed football career, what else do you want to do with your life? Like,
Yeah. My lighting just changed. Sorry, y'all. Leading up to this recording, I'm just going to say this really quick. We've had like constant manipulating with my lighting. Nothing I can do is making me look good.
I mean, and now I
Anyway.
can see your eyebrows though. So last time I couldn't. So we are in a good spot right now.
We're back.
We are back. But yeah, I mean, were you expecting Colton to come out like this?
I was not. I also was not expecting it on Good Morning America. Like maybe if he had, I don't know. I just like, I don't want to sound bad or controversial or anything, because when it comes to talking about someone's like sexuality, that's so private and personal and like such a complex journey too. And I commend him so much for coming out and like having the like strength to do it after all this time and at an older age now. But I also just the way that he came out, it just kind of does again, like, are you doing it for clout? Because like maybe if he had written his memoir first and come out in his memoir or something and like given it time and let it come out that way and then talked about it afterwards, it might have just felt more organic instead of like out of the blue immediately following all this hate for being Cassie's stalker and like a literal predator and like making her fear for her like safety, and like hasn't been on the internet since. And then he comes out and says he's gay and like expects everyone to love him.
Exactly. And a televised show. In a
Yeah, like a nationwide televised show.
Exactly. It's just
It's not even like he came on to like a Bachelor private segment, you know?
Yeah. It's just it's really fishy. I don't know. Like I don't
Yeah.
say like obviously you it's so sensitive to say like we saw it coming or anything like that. Like we don't have that power to say.
Yeah, like that it's not even that. It's like I'm not saying like that. It's just more like it feels weird the way he did it. It feels like there's ulterior motives.
Exactly.
Like he uses information to his advantage to maybe try to recover some of his image.
Mm-hmm. Like, why all of a
I don't
sudden,
know.
couple months
Why?
later?
Yeah, he hasn't addressed the Cassie thing publicly yet, I don't think. Like, outside of I'm sorry. And it's just like that
He
was a
did
really
say in
big
the
deal, bro.
interview with the Good Morning America that he was truly in love with her, that wasn't like fake or anything. So like it proves that part, but still like in love, like crazy in love, like psychotic in love, like.
Are you in
And
love with her? Are you in love with the idea of her? Like, or did you just like love to love her? I don't know.
I feel
It's a lot. It's
that's a
complicated.
yeah, it really is.
I will say, yeah, I'll say this, the internet response has not been amazing. A lot of people are kind of, from what I've seen at least, have vocalized things similar to what we are, of like, super happy he came out and like he's being confident and can live as himself, but also like, why are we putting him on a pedestal? Like, he did bad things and he needs to face those repercussions and like own up to that.
exactly. It's just I don't know.
Yeah. Anywho, and then the other piece of major news this week, right? Matt and Rachel.
That the news keeps it coming. I mean, where we should start from the beginning, like very, very beginning.
Yeah, I think that's the very best place to start.
Yeah, I mean, April 7th. Yeah, April 7th, Matt and Rachel were spotted together in Williamsburg. And they're saying that it's oh yeah. Oh, and then after that, they went to New York.
Okay, well, I think we need to go back to the very, very, very beginning.
Oh,
So
very, very,
prior to
very
Matt
good.
James going on the show, a couple of things have happened. So prior to him going on the show, it's been confirmed one was on Claire's season and she kicked him off because she felt like he was an attention whore, essentially. He didn't make it to night one because of that. Also, secondly, there was a girl named Grace who Matt was talking to, flirting with, whatever, before going on the show. It's alluded to that they hung out a few times. It's not confirmed or denied if they hooked up or anything or how serious it was, but it's been stated that it was definitely casual, like there weren't any expectations. So since then, Matt went on the show and everything. Apparently, Matt had also asked Grace to come on the show. That's another aspect of this. So since coming off the show, Matt's talking to Grace again, allegedly. And I think that's when it leads us into the Rachel stuff that you were just talking about.
Yeah. So then they start meeting up. Rachel, I guess, yeah. I think, yeah, Rachel and Matt meet up. I think they were talking and stuff. But then I think Grace found the pictures of Matt and Rachel together, even though like she was currently texting Matt at like that moment. And like they were texting like a week prior to the photos, and they were planning
Well, Matt had apparently invited Grace out to a party in Miami like a week and a half ago or 2 weeks ago or whatever.
Mhm.
And like she didn't go, and they were supposed to, that's what you're talking about, right? They were supposed to hook up there
Yeah, exactly.
at the Miami party, I think. And then that's when we skip forward to like a few days after that. Apparently Grace, I think, reached out to Rachel about the photos or something like
Yeah,
that.
I think I don't know if she reached out first to Reality Steve or to
Oh, I
Rachel.
think she probably reached out first to Reality Steve.
Yeah, exactly. And that's when she like told him all about the information and stuff. And then Reality Steve is the one who contacted Rachel. Um, and I guess also they found out that Matt bought the ticket for Rachel to come to New York.
For her, yeah, for her to fly to New York. And I think that was supposedly just for them to talk.
Yeah, because Matt was like begging for her to take him back or something like that.
Well, I thought it was, I see, this is the thing with the Matt and Rachel thing. we're hearing so many stories. Like I've heard that Rachel's the one who's like been begging Matt to get back with her, and he's like, no, I don't want that. And that like she was the one that's like been begging this, but then he bought her ticket. And like apparently he has been talking to her and calling her on the phone and stuff this entire time. So like, what's the truth?
That's true. I mean, according to Reality Steve, Matt's the one that's been like begging for Rachel to come back since like the finale aired. So, but then like, I don't know, like why wouldn't Rachel like want to be with Matt if she didn't know the text yet? So then like after like all information about Grace came out, Grace came out.
Yeah.
Grace and Rachel ended up talking together
Mm-hmm.
to like confirm all the information that was happening. And then that's when like Rachel left Matt for good.
Damn. Okay. I missed that end part. I didn't like realize that Rachel's like officially supposedly left Matt for good to the Bachelor drama now. And like he's always just kind of been the guy, like the third party from the side who's like telling us what's going on. And he has been wrong though, and like gotten things wrong. And so
Yeah.
that's why it's like so confusing. Like I feel like maybe I'm thinking of the whole Rachel trying to get Matt back was like before like all of this Grace drama, she was trying to get him back or something, and I was hearing that there, but it's just like, I don't know, it's just weird.
I mean, to add on to that, I think that was the first like live Instagram live that Reality Steve did. So then
It's like 30 minutes too.
yeah, exactly. So the second one, Grace had to come in like last minute because like you said, like Reality Steve does get things wrong. So she had to clarify a couple things that he did get wrong, supposedly.
What? I missed that.
Yeah, so she like texted like Reality Steve to like jump on for it. And like she was basically like she actually like confirmed most of what he said. Only like I guess she only wanted to reword, like rephrase a couple things just to clarify stuff. Um, but yeah, she confirmed herself and like showed her face and everything.
Interesting. I just checked his page, Reality Steve's Instagram page, to see if there's like anything recent in regards to all of this stuff going on, and there's like nothing. He's only posted Katie's guys. Like there's nothing on his actual main grid.
Which a quick side note on Katie. So I guess Blake is now going to be an appearance on Katie's season.
Yo, yes, I have heard this, and I am like low-key here for it. I can totally see this. Didn't we talk about this?
We literally talked about this.
We did.
Prior to us knowing.
Yes, we were like, Blake, he is like sexually like mature and all of that. Like he is just like there. And then like Katie, she is also, they would be perfect.
They literally would. Like that's a match made in heaven right there. Like
I'm also glad he's going on her show for a regular season and not on Paradise. He would get eaten up in Paradise.
Yeah, he would. Poor guy. Yeah, he would.
He would.
I mean, back to the Matt and Rachel thing. A lot of people like knew that Matt was a fuckboy the whole time. So like a lot of
which we were literally saying too. We were like, why does he feel like a fuckboy? Like from the beginning.
No, exactly. So it's just like, I mean, it already like it just proves that, but like the fact that he just like the whole Grace thing just caught me like, whoa.
Yeah, I agree. And here's the thing. I will say this. I can understand when like you're like in a weird in-between phase and like maybe you have a crush on this girl or like you used to and you're kind of not sure what's going on with your ex or whatever and like you think that's over and you're just trying to like figure it out. Maybe you just want to see if the chemistry was still there. I totally understand that, but like I just got to say this. Matt, it's a bad look coming right off The Bachelor and like you just filmed that shit in November and like we had already heard all the crap about you not being good to your old roommate in New York and like just all of that. It just makes him seem like a player, like a fuckboy, like a frat guy.
To add on to the player thing though, I just forgot to mention this. So a Bachelor contestant insider that there isn't one, but there's two Graces. One of them was his best friend. And then the other one was like the original Grace. And then source also revealed that Matt hooked up with yet another girl this weekend after she slid into his DMs.
What?
Sipping on the tea for me.
Can you keep your dick in your pants for like a month? Like a month.
God. I don't know how he survived Bachelor, honestly, without like, I'm probably trying to like make up for all that lost time at this point.
Literally. I am in shock right now. I literally, like, it sounds crazy. I have goosebumps. I don't know what to make, like, what to feel. Like, I am just so confused. This is too much to follow, Matt. My God.
I feel like he doesn't get how much of the spotlight's on him right now, and he thinks he can just go on to, like, live his life like he normally did, but, like, his life is not going to be normal anymore. Like,
I was going to say, but the thing is that I've been hearing, sorry, this was just something that popped into my head. I've been hearing some really dark comments too on Matt of like people saying, oh, he's just like his dad. And it's bad. It's all over the internet. Like people are like, because of the paint, like the way Bachelor painted his dad and throughout the whole story, people are now putting that onto Matt. And I'm like, no, that's not what this is at all. He's not married. He's not even engaged. He's just dating. He's just like, yeah, it can be complicated, but like, that's not what this is. We got to make that clear, you know?
Well, no, for sure. I mean, yeah, no, I didn't really think about that like that, but yeah, I mean, obviously, like, we don't want to paint like Matt is just, you know,
like just a fuck boy, a player or whatever.
Yeah.
He's a guy and he's living in New York and he's single, technically. But we're also in a pandemic, so like
chill a little.
Chill, slow the roll.
Just a little bit. I mean, but also like not try to compare like what he's doing to like his dad's mistakes, because at the end of the day, like I think Matt made a good choice not to get married.
I agree.
So in that aspect, he was mature to know his decisions.
And not even get engaged too.
Exactly. So in that aspect, I do applaud him for that. But still, this guy does not know what he's doing.
He doesn't. And it just kind of brings me back to when he was on After the Final Rose with Emmanuel Acho, and he was talking about how like I'm the only Black man that a lot of America is gonna have on their TV screens, and or at least for like, you know, a large portion of the country. And I don't want to sound bad, but it's not a great look immediately following all the controversy of that season, you know?
Yeah.
He fell into a like representative figure position that I don't think he understood the weight of.
No, which I can't think, it was kind of one of like the fallbacks of not being in The Bachelorette at all. Like
not having been on the show before.
Yeah, exactly. Like most people do. So like he doesn't know like
he also saw it through a really romanticized, like, you know, rose-colored glasses light. Like Hannah Brown, she was treated incredible on the show. She was given 2 seasons as lead. Okay. Then you have Tyler Cameron. People he know who's gone through it have so much success, just expecting the success to be automatic, and that's not what it was.
Exactly. I think that was said really well, because that's exactly like he was really oblivious to what the of being on The Bachelor is like.
Yeah. He just should have done a little bit more like studying.
Exactly. And speaking of studying, do you know Kit? I don't think she's studying at like, she's doing more than just studying in NYU right now. She's out here with Bennett. So weird. This is a woman out here, cutie, love her, but like she was spotted on what looks like a date with Bennett.
I have a theory.
Theory.
theory. Okay, they're both pretty smart people, and they're both going on Paradise. I have my theory that they might enter and they might have a plan to do like a couple thing where they're gonna be like the rich New York couple or whatever, something like that, or they'll like, and then they'll like break up and have plans to like get with who they really want because they know they don't actually want to date each other, or they'll do something where they go in kind of like I think it was what was his name, Demi and Jordan, on Paradise a few seasons ago, where they're just kind of like besties and they're like making comments and things like that to everybody else as they try strategizing. I feel like it might be like that kind of dynamic where it's like teamwork versus like date, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. I don't know. I mean, it's just the age difference between those two is just kind of catastrophic.
I have that theory because I'm very uncomfortable with that age difference. She's like 21 and he's like 39.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, he can be your father. Like,
Yo, he's literally like 18 years older. He's a whole ass like adult older.
exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Also, can you believe that Kit's only like a year older than we are?
Exactly. That's why it makes me feel more uncomfortable because I'm like, bro, and it's not like she needs a sugar daddy. Like, girlie's already got money on her own.
She's got an inheritance coming to her. She's got her own little like clothing line, I think, too. So she'll be fine.
Yeah. But you know who else is meeting up? All of other like Bachelor, like pre-season, like Tasha season, like all the guys meeting up, and then all the girls from Matt's season are meeting up, and then some other guys on from oh no, some other girls from Peter's season are meeting up. And then I think God, what was Champagne girl's name again? I forgot her name.
Oh, Champagne date. What was her
Yeah.
name? Kelly? Kelsey?
Kelly? No. Kelsey. She had a
Kelsey.
party. She had a birthday party, invited a bunch of Peter season, invited guys from Tasha season. Yeah, she invited guys from Tasha season too. Chasen was there. I was like, "Your friends Chasen? Hello?"
Weird. Maybe he got like brought along by somebody else.
Probably. Oh, you know who else was there? Clay was there.
Clay. Oh, Clay. I haven't thought about him in a long time. I think the other piece of news I've heard is supposedly they don't, for Paradise, they don't want like any of Matt's season's girls. I've heard this.
Why?
Uh, I don't know, but I've heard that like they're really not being considered, or at least the majority of them are not. I'm scared we're gonna get the most annoying ones on the season, and it's gonna be like everybody we hate. They're gonna give us Victoria, and that'll be like it.
Oh my god. I will. Oh my god. Imagine this. Imagine this. Victoria from Peter season and Victoria from Matt season.
The home wrecker and the crown wearer go head to head.
Literally, that would I'm having my popcorn ready for that one.
I just want to see Peter go on Paradise
Peter and Kelly. I'm waiting for that one.
because I think they're confirmed off again, but I don't really know.
I think that they're off. I heard Kelly and like what was his face? Bennett were like
Bennett's been trying to get with Kelly. I think we talked about this last time too, where we were like,
oh yeah.
Bennett's been like posting really creepy comments under Kelly's posts and stuff. Like he's trying to get with her. And I think that was like someone was alluding to the idea that she might go on Paradise and then he's going to try to get with her on Paradise, which is going to be very uncomfortable.
I do not want to see that then. Ugh, no.
She's like not interested at all.
No. I do wish Abigail would be on Paradise though, because I feel like I just really want that girl to find love.
I want Abigail for sure. That's what I mean. If they're not considering at least the majority of the cast, they have to give like Abigail and like if she wants it like Bree or Serena P.
Serena
P.
P.
Not Serena C. Serena P. I think she would be great.
Honestly, it's just a few girls because I understand why they wouldn't put the rest of them because the rest of them literally were dramatic hubs. Like
yeah, like Chelsea, MJ, they all ended up being crazy.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just like great TV content, but like please let's not have them on there. So that would make sense. Also, I liked I mean a lot of the girls on Peter's season are pretty cool. I wonder Anne's gonna be there.
Peter had a crazy cast. It was like a really good group of people.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. He that was a really good season. I don't know. That was just so much drama with like the Victoria, and the fact that Victoria made it so far, and you're like, how is this girl still here?
Oh my God. Yeah, I know. I was
And
really
like Kelly, and then he got engaged to like 4 people. Maddie, like Hannah Ann.
I'm surprised he didn't get engaged to his own mother, Barb.
Swear to God. Oh, speaking of Barb and seniors, I've heard that, okay, so obviously they postponed Senior Bachelor because of COVID and everything, but apparently one of the producers was just being like interviewed about it and like what the deal is. And they said that they're really actually still planning on doing it, and they're really excited to put it out because they said that a bunch of their applicant interviews went like incredible, and all of these people have like such great stories and like so much soul and heart, and like a lot of them have been widowed or divorced and like have already been through it. And I don't know, I'm really excited for that. Like I think that'll be a great thing to watch.
Wait, I've never heard about this. So Senior Batch, is that like for the elderly? Like,
Yes, they're gonna do like an elderly people bachelor, and it'll be like a Batch in Paradise vibe where they have like guys and old gals, and then they put them in a house and like just let them hook up. But
that
think of
sounds
like
amazing.
think of how great that'll be. You're gonna get like difference of opinions, and that'll be fun. And then you're also gonna get a lot of just like, these people already have been around the block. They don't give a heck like anymore. They can do whatever. They have kids and even grandkids maybe of their own. So like they're just in a different mindset, and they're gonna be a lot more serious and a lot less drama probably.
Oh yeah, for sure. And actually good, eloquent conversations, not like, yo, like what are you doing today? No, like whatever.
With a million likes every other word, yeah, no, it'll be good. I feel like it obviously there's going to be a lot of like tragedy cards,
Yeah.
but I think it'll be very funny.
I also don't think we would have anyone like here for the Instagram followers. They mostly these people don't have Instagram, so
Yeah, maybe they have a Facebook, or more like here for like the Etsy sales on my knitting account.
here for the LinkedIn likes.
The LinkedIn likes. Oh my God, I need to have more friends on my LinkedIn.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. We just changed our whole show now.
Oh my God. Imagine, I'm just like trying to think of like what dates they can do though for these people. Like this has been something they've been talking about for a couple of years now. And I'm
Bingo nights.
thinking, what was that?
Bingo nights.
Bingo night. Oh my God, we can have like a crochet date, like some painting.
Oh, some painting. Oh my God. Clay making. Oh, someone has this.
Pottery. Oh, get some cooking classes or something. Have the grandmas like teach the guys how to cook.
Oh,
That would be so cute.
walks on the beach. Oh.
That's like, I'm imagining like walks on the beach at sunset, like hand in hand, and like here's a rose, and like, oh, so cute.
After the shitty seasons we've had, we deserve this.
I think it's gonna take Listen to Your Heart spot on their next like year or something like that.
Oh, good, because Listen to Your Heart was not it. That was not it.
It was a dud.
No, I think a lot of those couples were there for the fame.
For the fame, 100%.
No one was there to actually be in love.
Do you think they'll put anyone from Listening to Your Heart on Paradise though? Like I could totally see them putting that girl who was 21. What was her name? She was like a 21-year-old on the show, and she was with the lumberjack guy.
Oh my God, you're right.
His name was Matt. What was hers?
I can't remember her name, but she had a great voice. Love her.
Great. I think, oh my gosh, she was like incredible.
Yeah, crazy though. I'm not gonna lie. She had some.
Was it Jamie? I think it was Jamie. She was really dramatic. She had stage fright.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Also, Ryan, I would totally like to see him from Listen to Your Heart on the show again, because I really liked him.
I love Ryan. Ryan.
I have a crush on Ryan.
I had a crush on Ryan too. He was gonna be Shawn Mendes, John Mayer vibes, and I was like, but like him and Natasha, their chemistry.
They were the most talented of all of them.
I'm surprised they didn't win, because they literally were the most talented, And it just like gave me butterflies and like goosebumps each time I heard them and like saw them together.
They were so good. It was like just they should have won. And the fact that they didn't win was bullshit. It all came down to just like, oh my God, I'm still mad about it. It just came down to the fact that they didn't have reoccurring judges on the show. So the judges didn't know what the fuck they were talking about because they didn't know what they were like before. And they just had one dud performance. They were so good. They should have won.
They really should have, because all the other like people with like their voices and stuff, it didn't blend as much as theirs did. And it just like they were trying something out of the box, out of the order,
Yes.
when everyone else was trying to lead the same path. Like,
yeah, it was so disappointing. And I really think that show would have been a lot more successful if they had at least one reoccurring fucking judge every week that could be the baseline of like knowing. Because half the people like really shouldn't have gotten that far. Okay, I was on bad, but like Bree and what's his name? The people that won, like no chemistry on stage at all.
No, they seemed like they were really like lovey-dovey out like in the house.
Yes.
Like on stage, it just like didn't translate as well.
I think it came down to the fact that the guy, Chris, I think his name was, he's just not very charismatic, or maybe he's just nervous on stage, which I can completely understand, bro. I don't blame you. You're on stage and you're performing for like literally a TV network show. But like, yeah, it just didn't click.
Yeah. Also, I didn't like that one girl who I think you might have been the stage fright girl. I don't know. It was the one that just like she was really, like two guys were like fighting over her at the beginning of that season, and
I think it was Jamie, the stage fright girl, the young one.
yeah, I don't know. I don't like her. She was too like whiny for me.
Yeah, it was just a little too dramatics, but I think that also comes down to the fact that she was literally only 21.
That's true. So I don't know. Who might see on Paradise too?
Maybe we might. Is there any other major tea or drama that's happened?
I think we covered most of it. I'm not gonna lie.
Not gonna lie, I think so too.
I don't know if did I mention the other people who are gonna be on Paradise, that it's confirmed that Noah, Chasen, and Spencer are gonna be confirmed on Paradise.
Why Spencer? Okay, he's cute, but he didn't bring any personality.
Bro, I never even found him cute. I'm not gonna lie. I was like,
he's cute in like the generic white guy cute way. Like there's nothing special about him. Like he's cute in the sense of like if he was in a Calvin Klein magazine, everyone would be like, yeah, he's a model or whatever. But if you saw him like on the street, honestly, you're just gonna walk by him because he's like a Ken doll. He's just generic.
Exactly. I just didn't see any personality in him. I didn't see like him talking at all throughout the season.
Did you say Jason and Chasen were both going to be on there?
I said
they had the rivalry, didn't they?
Was it?
Wasn't it Jason and Chasen?
Because I think it's Noah, Chasen, and Spencer.
Oh, okay. Noah.
Oh, and Dr. Joe.
Yes. I love Dr. Joe.
We need him. We need his representation. Thank you.
Thank you. And so where's our representation going to be on the female side? Because you best believe all of PETA's girls were white as fuck. Like, we need some spice in here. Like, honestly, add a little bit of spice.
Honestly, yeah, because all of them are white. Let me think. Yeah.
Like, I don't think Peter had a person of color on his show.
He had Sydney. I think she was half.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Victoria. Fuller. She wasn't. She was like white. She was like mixed, I thought. I don't know.
I know. I remember she was like fully white. I feel like she was fully white because I remember.
Oh, she did that whole white privilege thing post. Do you remember that?
Yeah. She's one girl is white. Yeah, she's white.
She's white. No, she isn't. Oh wait, technically no, she's not fully Caucasian. Oh. It's confirmed that her mom is fully white and her dad, the ethnicity of him is unknown, but her siblings are all blonde and blue-eyed, and she's like got a little darker skin, and she's got, black hair.
Okay. Some color, I think.
But that's not enough color. Are you kidding me? If we're having to talk about this girl is like 70% white, like, stop. That's not enough.
I'm like trying to see where the girls are.
I love how we're like just trying to find someone who was like a
Oh
person
my
of color.
God, Natasha.
Wait, I loved her.
She has to be on Paradise. She's already got the podcast show with Tasha. Like, she's literally so great.
I don't know how we forgot about her. Okay.
How did we forget
Clearly,
it?
there's a lot of Peter season I don't remember.
No, not at all. Tammy might be there.
Peter, let's just say, Peter had a type, and it was white girl with brown hair.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Honestly, again, I'm not surprised if maybe Hannah's going to be there. Maybe Madison will be there. I'm not going to lie.
Yo, I wouldn't be surprised if they were both there for like that little drama part. But are they on good terms now?
Yeah, they're all friends.
That's right. Wait, they all didn't Victoria, Madison, and Hannah Ann like post a photo to Instagram,
Yeah.
like promoting some hotel or something?
Yeah, they went on vacation together and everything.
Okay.
Like
okay.
it's oh my God.
Why do I feel like Madison and Hannah Ann would go on as friends and leave as enemies because they both will like the same guy?
Seems about right. They both have a type too, so.
They both seem like they both have a type. Oh, my other question. This is personal for Madison's life, but Madison was super big on her virginity on Peter's season. Is she going to talk about that? Is she going to address it? Is she still a virgin? It's been a few years.
It has. I feel like she's
It's very sensitive.
But like, I don't know. I don't know if she'll mention it again. Maybe she won't, but I feel like she's still a virgin.
You think? Well, I feel like if she is still a virgin, she will mention it. But I feel like if she's not, she's just going to brush it under the rug because she doesn't want to address that.
I
don't know.
What if this whole time, hold on. What if this whole time, even through Peter's season, she wasn't a virgin, but because her parents are so religious and she lived with her parents and her parents watched the show, she told everyone that she was a virgin, started the whole thing. And so maybe this whole time she's still hooking up with these guys.
I can totally see it. I can totally see it.
Cause like her dad was a pastor.
Bro, it's just like the moment when you're like in the gynecologist and they say, "Are you sexually active?" And you're like, "No," because your mom's there. You're like, "No, of course not." And then it's like behind closed doors, duh.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like,
dude, I would not be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either. I mean, Girlie's like a star basketball player on the college team. Like, she
did have a very like goody two shoes vibe though. Like maybe she hasn't had sex with a lot of guys, but like I don't know. She's selective.
She got around though.
But she's been around. Like she's been around the block.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Well,
I like this theory.
To any more conspiracy theories, because we definitely will be going down a wine hole of that.
Oh yeah.
I think that's it for us. So thank you guys for listening to Here for the Instagram followers. I'm Maritza.
And I'm Willow.